This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find out. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I work a gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one. See it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win.
Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a bearing a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you, like cheetah, run up down, I'm there in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's a lot on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch, I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's facts, I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power. Hey, look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they know what I never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. And a range, can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that live.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Miami Dolphins. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brandon Copeland able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Patriots take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
At the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And there's the first NFL catch for Henry Ruggs. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First and goal.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hurts. This is White on the screen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Tua. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Patriots.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Dolphins nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Reception here by Ruggs. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Henry Ruggs with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Rohrwasser on for the PAT. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Dolphins 0.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Caught left side by Funchess. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. 21-0 our score after one.
Patriots 21, Dolphins nothing.
The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Tua. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Patriots.
That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Patriots 28, Dolphins nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, check my...
Tua sets up to pass it. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. 43 yards.
First down, Miami.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I'm coming for you. You mine. Green Jacks.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Looking to pass. Tua. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Here's Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Breida. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tua going to throw. They're thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Sanders' kick is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how to sequence things, how to run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st down, Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. working with his 2nd and 4. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Henry Ruggs. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Henry Ruggs making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Patriots are pouring it on. Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Patriots 35, Dolphins 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. This is Jakeem Grant. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle practice LIDs. This is the destination, all I want to see. Ocean from residences to here from
if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A short kick taken at the 18. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run it here. This is James White. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is called. Touchdown, Patriots. Demir Bird, 32 yards. And the Patriots continue to roll. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. They'll set up a screen for Breida. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here we go, set. Block 40. 39. Cut. Hey, check Mike 39. Check.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Tua to try again on second down. And over the middle, this is Parker. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Nice snag by Devontae Parker. While it took him 5 years in the league to have his first 1,000-yard season, he broke out in a big way. The former first-round pick had career highs across the board in 2019. In fact, his touchdown total for the year equaled his career total to date.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. First down, here's White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Hurts. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now the Pats' leading rusher the past 2 seasons, it's Sony Michel. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Brought down by Eric Berry.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 19-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Sony Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we scored touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone. We saw evidence of that on that play.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Patriots 49, Dolphins 3.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up,
Again, it's Michel. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Michel on the handoff.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Come on, D. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Wow, go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're running it. It's Michel. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
Bobby McCain on
solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
They'll
run out of the gun with Michelle. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Michelle, the ball carrier.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Slam, slam, slam. Watch twist.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Devin Asiasi with his first career touchdown in his first career game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
3.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Grant sets to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Patriots 63, Dolphins 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
When I see Mike Gesicki make a catch, I'm reminded of his athletic ability, and go back to the time we were leading up to the draft and showing his career highlights, including high school volleyball, where he appeared he was almost jumping over the net. I expect him to continue to grow in 2020, start to make progress in 2019. 5 touchdown catches and 570 total yards.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Tua to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Yeah, they're going to try to eat some clock with Michelle. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Yeah, the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Dolphin football.
On 37-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll run it with Jackson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Today's final score, Patriots 63.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Patriots, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Miami, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.